Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel where stories and other random things take center stage and imagination is prized above all. Welcome to today's video and my thoughts on watching subbed or dubbed anime. So, I usually watch dubbed anime most of the time. I watch everything usually in an English dub. I used to watch some anime in Spanish, but then I stopped because I feel okay. So I have found that watching anime in Spanish can be really funny to me, specifically because they sound hilarious to me. The voices are funny to me most of the time. So I've stopped watching it, and in order to take things seriously, I just watch everything in English. It's a bad reason, and I actually will, though, even though it's funny to me, I will watch probably some anime in Spanish only because there are some anime that are probably not dubbed in English that I'm able to find in Spanish. Like if I find season 2 only, though, I want to watch One Punch Man in Netflix. It's only one season and it is not dubbed in English, but it is dubbed in Spanish, and then you have the Japanese thing. So yeah, I will eventually watch it. You know what I mean? But only if I get season 2, because I don't want to just watch season 1 and then at some point I can't find, and then I just can't find season 2, and I know there was a season 2. So just no. Okay. Anyway, so usually I watch everything in English dub. It makes it easier for me, and I will be honest, I don't usually look to watch anything subtitled, but when I was watching Redo of Healer, there was no English dub in High Dive for it, and I actually thought it was dubbed, but it's not. So I ended up watching it subbed. It was quite the experience. I will be honest, I did consider reacting to Redo of Healer episode 1, but because there was no dub, I chose not to because it required more of my concentration. So the way that this worked for me, watching Redo of Healer subbed, is that I ended up, I watched it on my iPad. On my phone, it doesn't happen all the time, but on my iPad, it does. And basically, what ends up happening is you have the anime going on, but voiceover, my screen reader, for those who don't know, and for those who don't know, a screen reader is basically software that verbally reads out what's on the screen to me. So I had basically voiceover read out to me everything, all the subtitles. It just read the subtitles for me, and I kind of basically got the story from there. It did require more concentration on my end because I'm used to just hearing the characters, but I was hearing voiceover in the background plus the characters. And what did help is that voiceover used to usually read the subtitles before things were said. And then the character was able to speak. But basically, I had voiceover and the characters, and I don't usually enjoy voiceover kind of reading me a story. So, all the time. I mean, voiceover is a good screen reader. I prefer it better than Jaws, so it worked in my end. But that's basically how that worked out. So, I had voiceover kind of like a background track. I think of it like audio description, but without the interesting voice. Like that's the way I'm looking at it. It's audio description, but without the human voice describing something to me. So that is how how it happened. I watched all 12 episodes subtitled with voiceover reading me everything, and my experience was not bad. I think it was an interesting experience to watch an anime subtitled for the first time. I got all the context. Honestly, I did get all the context. I never found myself asking any questions. Um, and I found it to be an interesting experience. But the question is, do I prefer subtitled, watching anime subtitled, or like subbed, or dubbed? Based on my experience with Redo of Healer, I do enjoy watching anime subbed, but I actually still prefer the dub. And the reason for that is that dub anime is more convenient to me. It's easier for me not to miss things, but also like especially like emotions, because one of the things I missed and in watching this anime subbed is, since voiceover is reading it, I had voiceover and the characters, so I had to kind of focus, and it took a lot of my attention, and I had to. It was sometimes not easy to get the emotions, or to fully get the emotions of the characters. um I mean, I was able to see based also on the music and also some of the voices, but but because voiceover is reading to me, I was kind of, my mind was kind of split a little bit into two parts, and I had to listen to the subtitle translation and the character. So my mind was going to split in two in a little bit. And I can multitask. I mean, I watch anime and I can read a book. And that is something I love that I can do. But for this one, I felt like I had to pay a lot of attention. And that's not always the way I watch things. So I do prefer the dub, rather than subtitled anime. However, when watching anime subtitled. However, I will say that I would be willing to watch subbed anime again. It's just that I will have to pay. I will definitely. I know that I have to pay more attention, and I'll probably have to watch it on my iPad rather than my iPhone. So I think watching anime subbed was cool, but it's not something I want to do all the time. It's something I would want to do if I have to, but that's pretty much it. Like, if I do not have to read, I'm sorry, if I do not have to watch an anime subbed, I will not do it, because watching an anime in English with the English dub is actually so much easier. Although I would be interested in actually watching Dragon Ball subtitled, because from my understanding, at least for Dragon Ball Z, the English dub is not necessarily good, from what I have heard. But I don't know if I fully want to do that, because I mean, the story is still the same. It's just that the dubbing may not be as good. Um, but yeah, I do think that dub is also not just, it's more convenient, because I get everything. I get the emotions and I get the dialogue, but it's also more convenient because I don't have to. I can pay the same usual amount of attention and do other things, but in subtitled, I feel like I'll miss certain things if I'm not paying enough attention. So those are my thoughts on my experience watching subbed or dubbed anime. I think dubbing is easier for me. Watching everything dubbed is easier, but I'm not against watching an anime subbed again. Let me know what you think about this. I'm very curious. I'll be back tomorrow with a writing update, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time, if you are interested in my content, subscribe and turn on notifications. I will be back. I post very frequently. I'm back tomorrow, then Monday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday. So I post very frequently, and I try to post at least 3 videos a week. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And I will see you tomorrow. Until then, consume stories. Bye.